Hey there. How's it going? It's ya boy. I'm hoping my timer is, eatable enough. I didn't realize how thin the stroke was until I was already ready to hit the button. I don't know how to fix it. Anyway. I've got a block of shmups to play through. I've been on a major shmup kick lately. I'm starting off with Soul Cresta. If you're familiar with Moon Cresta, Terra Cresta 2 World Arcade Tours. Out of the blue, Platinum Games, the Bayonetta guys, decided we're gonna make a sequel to the Cresta game. And they released it for a comically high price tag and added $10 DLC. And then it went on sale and I tried it and it's actually good. I've been wanting to show this off for a while, but it's like an hour long. And it didn't make it into Shmuptember, so I'm glad to get it in today. Let us begin. I'm going to be playing on easy because I'm slightly drowsy. I'm not going to put it on very easy because I want a little bit of bite. If you put it on easy and very easy, you actually have regenerating shields. Just like a little too easy. But trust me, this game's cool. You'll be impressed when you get in there. The only difference between the two ships, the prototype ship... Timer, please. Timer, please. Timer, go. Okay, Live Split has decided it wants to be the weak link tonight. You know what? Fuck it. It's a shooter. Anyway. The estimate, it's an hour. It takes about that long to finish. It'll be ready when it's ready. Just like the turkey. So anyway, in this game, you have a 3-part combining ship called the Yamato. I forget the individual ships' names, but they're all like other Japanese ditties and stuff. And part of the strategy in the game is when you combine them in different formations, you get different attacks. The ship in the front determines your primary shot. The ship in second place is your charge shot. And the ship in the back usually just does like periodic firing. But you'll notice every so often we'll see these icons with little dot icons on them. And that fills out a gauge on the lower left. That is your formation meter. And when you have a formation unlocked, you can separate the ships, then position them, and activate a formation attack, which is like super powerful and useful. Let me just show one off. If you just make like a simple horizontal line, get this line formation, and you can just blast away up the center of the screen. You can actually use the electric beam between the ships as a weapon. When you're separated, you get like a slow-mo effect that you can actually kind of abuse pretty heavily for precision dodging. And it plays a little jingle when you have all of the formation icons because you've unlocked the Phoenix formation. I will be using to hurt bosses very badly. The F circles, like the one I just destroyed, are formation recharge points, but if you destroy them with a formation attack, you get like a major point bonus. On the lower right is kind of like a leveling system of sorts. Your power-ups and your formations reset between stages, so you need to collect all of the icons again every stage and level up your score to get all of your attacks unlocked again. But you'll notice, like, upper right underneath the extend score, there are some icons. And you actually have, like, fighting game input special attacks. Like, if you tap up, down, you can fire a shot backwards really quickly. If you do, like, a Hadouken motion, you will fire to the side. If you make a circle, you got a 360 blast. They're not, like, essential, but they can be very handy in tight situations. As you can see, some of the stage hazards and stuff are color-coded. Which, you might guess, yeah, you have to put the ship that's the right color in the front of the formation. Forget it. If you put the yellow one in the front, it shoots penetrating drills. The blue one in the front shoots homing missiles. The red one has like a three-way spread shot. So like right now I have red, yellow, blue as my formation. Which means... That's another neat thing is your rapid fire and your normal shot are mapped to separate buttons, and it allows you to charge while rapid firing, and that feels almost unintentional, but it's very useful. Triangle formation here is very useful. You can see I've got the two ships ahead of me with this energy beam, which is just eating all of the bullets. And finally, the Phoenix is the strongest formation. It's invincible, and you just deal damage on contact. And that's what it does. And every stage ends with shooting this energy pod. The story behind the game is there's this invading alien force from the Void or the Dark Universe or something like that, which after many repeated attempts on the Earth has succeeded in taking it over, and now their overlord is also like taking over the sun and drawing energy out of it. So you have to fight your way back from Pluto all the way to the sun, destroying these energy collection sites to weaken the enemy, and then jumpstart the sun. The first few stages, they're not like full-on tutorial material, but they kind of coax you into focusing on each ship's signature weapons. And this planet... Nice, I've already got all the formations. It's very useful to use and abuse homing missiles. You'll see these rings every now and then. They're color-coded like the ships, and you get big point bonuses for flying through with the right one. And I should do that more often. I always had this habit of like saving my formations for boss fights. It's worth a lot of points, especially if you break the recharge orbs. One thing though is like every time I play this, it makes me think about how they never made an arcade shooter out of Get or Robo. Because this is basically the same thing. You got 3 jets that combined in different ways, and they have different attacks. They made a Mazinger shooter, but they never did Get a Robo, and it's made of jets. Let's see if I can't fix the timer in between games here. So again, realistically, I'm playing shmups. They should stay pretty much on estimate. Although the last patch to Grand Cross made some of the bosses a little tankier. This part is really fun because the blue ship can fly directly into the lightning strikes and get 3,000 points a pop for getting struck by lightning. I'm not sure why. It does have like a lingering electric effect on the missiles. So that might be the idea behind it. And every so often, this mysterious helper ship will show up to try and help you. It has lore. Actually, the ship from Cresta 2, because the lead pilot of the Yamato is the son of that guy. And the ship that you're flying now was like reverse engineered from the aliens' own plans, because they wanted to counter our fancy combining ships from the other Cresta games. There is, like I said, a $10 DLC game called Dramatic Mode. Or you can buy the Dramatic edition of the game and just get it up front. It's pretty cheesy, it's just like 70s anime tropes piled together. It runs almost an entire half hour longer because it has like these lengthy padding sequences. Like, honestly, the DLC is pretty missable, but right now you can get the entire edition on sale for like 23 something. So if you think this looks interesting, it is a good time to jump on it. It does take a long time to get used to the feel of the plane switching, and even now, I mean, there's some parts where things get really tight and it's hard for me to, you know, change ships on the fly. You can cheese it a little bit. Like, if you're at the bottom of the screen, it'll kind of keep nudging one of them ahead so that there's always someone in the front. So this stage has a lot of spots where you want to have the drill. The drill has kind of a slow rate of fire. So what I'm doing is I'm going to keep the drill guy in the second slot so that he becomes my charge attack, and I could just use the charge drill as needed. And as a bonus, the charge drill can absorb bullets. So it's a very safe weapon option. There we go. It also stays out for a pretty long time, so you can really get in there and drill stuff. Really indulge that anime passion. Another thing is when you're doing a formation attack, it kind of negates the entire weakness system. As you can see, the combined projectile works the same as the drill for breaking rocks. Okay, we're gonna have a fight with our rival now. Another fine anime trope is recurring fights with this rival team. Who are you? I'm you, but stronger. You know, that kind of thing. I am really, I think you could probably already tell what the most annoying part of fighting the rival fighters is. I need the diagonal purple line formation. The further you get in the game, there are less of these pickups, so you have to be really careful that you don't, like, get dupes. There we go. I got the purple line. Isn't life great? We're here with friends and family and raising money for a good cause. And found a purple line, and I'm killing things with a drill on Mars. No, this isn't Mars. This is the other planet. Oh my god! I'm less happy about that. It's fine, we're on easy. Fields regenerate. I need to abuse my formations more in the later stages, I think. Not here, though. I always save it for the end, because, like, the spinning laser turret is just a huge pain. Not that these aren't a huge pain. Okay, I got a full formation gauge, so go ahead and just Phoenix this thing to death. I should get a life back once I kill the pod at the end here. There we go. Saturn, clear. Oh, I didn't get to make any Uranus jokes. Oh well. Stage is over too fast. We're going to be using the red ship a lot on Mars here. Because the red planet is weirdly full of ice. I guess it has ice caps, I don't know. What the hell? So when you see these blue misty lines, those are barriers that will freeze your ship, make your weapons not work, but they won't kill you. So if you miss shooting them, it's not the end of the world. In a pinch, you can run through the blue barrier and be fine, but you're not going to be able to shoot back for a few seconds. Okay, right now the blue guy is kind of screwing me over a little bit. Sometimes the assist guy will shoot the power-ups while you're trying to get a specific one. And since the triangle is the only formation I don't have already, that was one of the situations. Screwed me. Rest assured, citizens, even though I didn't get to crack any jokes about it, Uranus is safe. Been cleansed. Sure, all of the space colonists on Uranus can relax. I keep trying to do the triangle formation, and that's the one that I don't have. Oh my god, no, no. Oh. It was on triangle, and I shot it and changed. Yeah, things were looking kind of tight for a minute. I know the time is officially passed. Listen, this event's for the children, and it's okay to act like a child. That is my excuse. So a neat mechanic that I probably will not be able to explain. There we go. Oh, you can't separate while you're frozen either. Never really noticed or tried. I think this is another spinny guy. Oh no, it's these guys. I'm trying to swear less. Just as a habit. Like, I'm literally a dock worker, so I kind of had an excuse. I just know a lot of, like, swearing-averse people. And I thought it would be a nice gesture if I tried to meet them in the middle. This is one of the few bosses where having the Phoenix formation is just kind of useless. Whenever you form the Phoenix, they're almost always going to separate, and you just sit there wasting the timer. Oh, man, I lost a ship. That's embarrassing. When you only have 2 ships, you can still form some formations, but your options are really limited. There we go. Yeah, I was starting to say, and then kind of cut myself off. A mechanic that is kind of neat, but I won't have... If I start using it, I probably won't have much clarity of thought to explain what's going on. But the chain of lightning that connects the ships when you're separated is actually, like, something you can use offensively or defensively. So you can actually separate the ships and then kind of like curl them in a circle to erase bullets. Basically, if you played the Wonderful 101, this is like the shmup version of the Wonderful 101 before they made a Wonderful 101 shmup. Because you're like separating your individual hero ships and then making a new ship out of it. Got a little too hyperactive with the dodging there. I need that. A lot of the secret bonuses come from like doing little stunts like flying over certain background elements or getting like really close between turrets, stuff like that. By the way, if you play through this stage in the dramatic mode, it's actually really cool. For the most part, like, the DLC is not like a must. But some of the extra, like, lore and fluff that it throws in is really neat. Since this is Earth, the aliens are just, like, really rubbing it in your face that they've taken over your planet. And you start getting attacked by copies of, like, the ships from the earlier Cresta series games. That's also why there are dinosaurs. They clone dinosaurs just to show off. Like, hey, humans, how do you like that? Look how much better for the environment we are than you. We're bringing back extinct species. Here we go. Here's where we start getting attacked by the clones of the Sol and Terra Cresta ships. Or the Moon and Terra Cresta 1 and 2. Since they're going to be attacking from the back a lot, it's a good excuse to spam this. This might not be a bad time to show off some other formations, because it gets pretty hectic through here. Dig this. think the L formation is probably the hardest one to get any good uses out of. Okay, this boss can be rough. I'm coming at it with like full formations and everything, but I usually manage to goof up and lose them. And it puts me in a position where like I'm out of ships and I'm back to like one ship dodging. But this is a good fight to illustrate the how many stupid hits I can take. Like, see how I'm doing this, and I'm chaining the ships together, and I can erase the little homing energy balls? We can't do anything about the boomerangs, though. Hey, there we go. But you're like, between the slow effect and being able to destroy projectiles, yeah. Breaking formation is a very useful skill. I was trying to see if I could make a live split respond, but it is still not. Oh, Earth is safe. The window lost focus. Okay. I don't know what it is, but I've been having like the worst luck with live split ever since I got this dude. It seems like it works better when I have one monitor set to the primary instead of the other. One thing that really kind of baffles me is the small uncharged drills are actually better for breaking up terrain than the charged drill. Feels like there should be like the other way around. Hey, White Hat, thank you for the raid. Welcome. You're hard at work feeding them kids. Can't tell what that is. I'm being shot at. I need an orange horizontal line. I get slammed by that part so many times. Woo. Yes, welcome. Make yourselves at home. We've joined during... I don't know, is Platinum Games indie? They're not the biggest, but I'm gonna say indie shmup block. You guys need to stop flying into me. I'm gonna start actual ships. I can actually, once you see this on normal pretty reliably. I'm just trying to be as, like, marathon safe as possible. Gonna... Whew. Hey look, a situation engineered to make me sweat. Oh, this here is what we would call a situational weapon, by which it is, largely useless. Alright. Big showdown with our rivals. And if you think it's unfair, they can do that and I can't. You do get to become a robot in the dramatic mode DLC, but you're not as giant. The giant form seems to be bad guy exclusive. Trust me, no one's more disappointed than me that you do not get to become gigantic. Oh, of course you do that. Hey, there we go. And that's the last we'll see of that guy. Mm-hmm. Yeah, we're done. We're not gonna see him ever again. So, are you ready to go to the final planet of the solar system, the sun? God, I've been playing on upper difficulty so long that going back to easy feels like I'm in bullet time. Maybe I should have dialed it up another notch. Oh hey, I only need the horizontal line to finish the formation gauge. No, why did I... I shot one too many times. This fight can be incredibly annoying if they decide to go to the bottom of just there. They can. They have. Whoops. Feels like a good time to do this. Ooh, I hope that wasn't the last pickup in the game. Oh well. I did miss it. The triangle. Oh, okay. I could get smashed by a wall too. I've got the triangle, and the triangle is the second most useful formation. wonder why it's not using the homing balls. Not like I'm complaining or anything. And so the great cosmic villain Mandler is destroyed. Oh. Not quite. This thing is pretty cool. As final bosses go, I dig this thing. It's gonna have multiple phases with different colored shields, and as you might guess, each shield is each broken by a particular ship. The attacks won't change too much between phases. Though there can be they can kind of zone ya a little bit. Oh shit, that melts the barrier. Should have tried that sooner. Where are my homing rockets going? I've heard people complain that this phase attack is really, really hard to dodge. I think it's actually a little easier to read than the yellow beam can sometimes. When you get to the final phase, though, it starts kind of overlapping those things. Oh shit, I really misguessed that one. Surprise, it's still not dead. Welcome, Mike. Okay, so this part, this is, you know, your typical escape sequence. You can't actually die during this, just kind of like a bonus score thing. And in fact, I can barely see what's going on with the shaking. You do get a point penalty if you die during this. Look, our rival is back, and he's going to show us the way out, because he's good now. Like a proper anime rival, he is reformed off camera. Whew. Okay, now it's actually over. I know my acting is amazing, but... So, we saved the sun, we saved the earth, and we saved everything in between. That was Soul Cresta. I have no idea where I am on time because Life Split has decided to be problematic today. So, thank you for sitting through that. I'm gonna get ready for the next game now. I have Ray's counter next. Oh my god, I have the wrong model up. How did that even happen? I'm tiny. Okay. Go switch this over and see if I can't fix that timer in between.